Hey guys, Faith and Boxcat are back again with another Monster Hunter World tutorial video. Gonna go over the basics of kind of gunning in general and especially the different ammo types and what they do and how to use them and things like that. So we'll kind of start off here in the ancient forest. There's a lot of little monsters I can shoot at out here. So first off, with a heavy bow gun, there's two different types of like special skills that aren't really ammo types. They're just special abilities built into the guns. Wyvern Heart and Wyvern Snipe, and this one has Wyvern Heart, which you can see in the lower right. The blue kind of looks like a picket fence, but it's a strip of bullets. Blue ones down there. So with the full, it's kind of like a bar, and it's full right now, which means I've got maximum ammo for it, and it recharges over time. So go ahead and load it with circle. This is just kind of a fun ability. The bar turns orange, and if you hold left trigger to aim and then hold right trigger, you basically do like a full auto heavy machine gun attack for quite a while. Oh, there's a okay. We don't want to aggro Anjanath there. Just keep firing at the water. But it does a decent amount of damage. It's pretty fun to do, and you see it'll start recharging once you're done with it. So that's not really tied to any specific ammo type. It's just good to be aware of. That's kind of one of your big payoff attacks for heavy bowgun. But getting into the ammo types themselves, you notice in the lower right I've got normal ammo 1 highlighted, and the way you change the ammo that you have loaded is you hold the L1 button just like you do to flick through your items. Like you can see I'm flicking through my items in the lower right. With a square and circle, you can change through your ammo types with triangle and X. And so it's like a vertical list as opposed to the horizontal list you have for your items. So I'm going to start at the normal ammos, and those are like your kind of your bread and butter. They're kind of, for me, they're like my last resort. I don't really use normal ammo unless I've run out of all the other different types of ammo that I have, just because they're the weakest type of ammo that you can use typically. And I mean, normal shot 1, you can see to the right it has an infinity symbol. You always have an infinite amount of that ammo, so you can imagine it's pretty weak. And this ammo is, you fire a few rounds, it's just kind of your typical single shot, semi-auto rounds, and just do fairly low damage. Let's see if I can shoot at anything. Okay, good, that Jagras is moving away. I don't want to aggro any big monsters. You see, like I'm 14 there, that's pretty good. That's because that's a weak point on the monster. Otherwise, you can see I'm just doing 1 point of damage at a time. I'm not going to shoot at the baby because that's just messed up. You don't shoot at babies. But you can see, even far away, as it gets further away, it's really hard to hit his critical shot, or his critical area, his like weak spot. So I guess if like you're really accurate and you hit the weak spots a lot and get those orange numbers popping up, you could do some decent damage with normal ammo if you had to. And the different levels, like the normal ammo 1 and normal ammo 2, that just means that that's a level 2 version. It just means it's stronger. It's like you see that baby right there? Let's just blow that baby away. Oh, so this is doing 3. But you can see, I mean, that's triple what the lower normal ammo 1 was doing. So it's basically normal ammo. They fire. This bowgun has really low deviation and recoil on it, so it's pretty accurate. Other guns you might notice like less accuracy. They might go more left or right of your crosshairs, but typically normal ammo just goes pretty straight away. And so the next ammo type is Pierce ammo, which is, I think, is pretty popular ammo type. It's pretty fun to use. It's not like in other games, like you think of piercing ammo, you think like, okay, this is armor piercing ammo. It's not really like that. It's more literally like, let's see if I can line up a good shot. What is this thing doing? Okay, so piercing ammo. It'll literally, see, he's already dead. This is a pretty high level bowgun, but it'll literally pierce in a straight line. So if you can fire, what is that? That's a Jagras. Well, maybe we should aggro him for this. He's going to come right at me too. It's going to be a perfect, if I can get on top of this rock. It's a piercing ammo. It'll pierce straight down the body of the monster. So you can see it's hitting like a few times right there. If he was a longer monster, you could even get like 5 or 6 hits in, like if you were shooting at an Anjanath or any monster that has a more linear body, the pierce ammo will just pierce all the way down the straight line. Like as he's running away, like if I can hit his tail, yeah, like look at that, like you're getting 5 or 6 hits right there. So pierce ammo is pretty popular among hunters. I really like it. You can just really do some nice damage with it. This gun has a really large clip size for it too. That's like 10 shots right there. That's the largest clip size I've ever seen on a gun so far. And you can tell the clip size by looking down at, it says Pierce Ammo 1 in the lower right corner. The clip size, as well as how much you have loaded, is to the left in the orange letters. Like normal ammo 2 right now has no ammo in it. That's why it's a flashing red 0. Because when I was firing it earlier, I didn't reload it. So you want to reload with triangle. You typically probably want to keep all those numbers on the left orange and loaded. It means it's fully loaded. If you fire 1, it'll turn white. It'll be 3. It means it's not full capacity. Plus you can see the clip, kind of the clip indicator underneath my crosshair in the middle of the screen. It says I've got 4 shells. Now I've got 3. Now I've got 2. 1, and now I'm out, and it says to reload. You can just hit the trigger again and your character will reload, or you can hit triangle. There's a few different ways to reload. So that's pierce ammo, normal ammo. Sticky ammo is pretty fun. So prey on these herbivores. Are they too far away? It'll tell you if they're out of range. See, they're out of range to be effective with this ammo. So you want to be aware of that. If you're using like spread ammo, which is basically the shotgun ammo, you'll notice that out of range indicator a lot. You have to be pretty close for spread ammo to do anything. This guy's like barely in range. The sticky ammos are basically like sticky bombs. They'll attach and then blow up for a decent amount of damage right there. These guys are just causing mayhem for these guys. Oh, I guess I stunned him. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know sticky ammo could do that. Apparently it can stun monsters. If you hit them in the head, maybe. That's interesting. So that's good to know as well. So it's basically sticky ammo. And then there's elemental ammo for all the different types. This gun can only carry freeze and flaming ammo, which is just, you know, ice damage ammo and fire damage ammo. And those are pretty useful, but you want to mainly use those against monsters that are weak to that ammo type, or weak to that element. Like you don't want to take, you know, obviously ice ammo against a monster that's resistant to it. You would probably want to use pierce ammo or sticky ammo or other things. Okay, cluster bombs are pretty fun, and I've been messing with these herbivores and stuff, so I'm gonna go pick on these Kestodons because this ammo is pretty brutal. Let's see if I can get close enough without them noticing where I am. Look at them, they're sleeping. This is just horrible. Basically, this is like a artillery shot. Oh, they're waking up! Kill them! So it fires like a mortar round and then explodes everywhere. It's just like so messed up using this stuff on the little monsters. You would never want to use this on little monsters. This ammo, well, like if you're playing in a group online, it won't deal damage to other players, but it will, if they're caught in the blast, it'll like send them flying. Like I could probably almost hit myself right there too. Like it'll send people flying, and so you want to be aware of that. That's basically the cluster ammo though. It's just kind of fun to use. It's a big payoff attack again, like if you knock a monster down or you've got one caught in a trap and there aren't a bunch of other players around, or if you feel like it's worth the damage to hit the other players and send them flying, you know, it might be worth doing. Looks like my cat killed the other one there. We killed everything again in this area. Slaughtering everything. So exhaust ammo. Honestly, I don't use exhaust ammo and sleep ammo that much. Exhaust ammo will tire a monster out. You know, obviously it'll eat away at its stamina, and it'll put, I think it puts them into the state where they're hungry and they're salivating and they're looking for food. So that can be useful if like you want to tire a monster out and then make them search for okay, I think these Aptonoths are just kind of weak to stun, like weak to being shot in the head. I don't know if sticky ammo or any of these ammos would actually stun a real, like a high value target monster or not. But yeah, so exhaust ammo, you'll tire the monster out, and you could trick it into going and eating some poisoned food or poisoned meat or stunned meat or something like that. You could get it to go into a trap that way, so it could be useful for things like that, but day to day, like, I rarely use exhaust ammo. You might notice the little blue arrow, kind of T-shaped arrow pointing down on this exhaust ammo 1 next to the blue ammo symbol, and that just means like it's a slow firing single shot, but it auto reloads itself. So you can see, like, I'm not reloading this, it's just reloading itself and just kind of constantly. So you can just sit there and you can just fire your whole ammo reserve, just single shotting it. Oh shoot, there's Anjanath. Let's see if we can put him to sleep. So sleep ammo basically puts monsters to sleep. Let's see if I can do it against this guy. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Oh, it's gonna go very well. So he's asleep. I don't use this very well, or I don't use it very often either. You could do what people call sleep bombing, which is like you put a monster to sleep like this, and then you run up in here and you plant a bunch of heavy bombs and large barrel bombs, and then you light them off and it'll do a lot of damage. Like, that's the only real thing I could see using sleep ammo for. Maybe put a trap down and maybe it would count as a capture, but I'm not sure about that. And you know, the monster would have to be very weak for that to work. Like, this Anjanath is almost at full health. There's no way I could capture him by putting a trap at his feet right there. I think he's still after me too. And then recover ammo is kind of fun, but another one I don't really use. You can heal. I wonder if I can heal my cat. Yeah, so it looks like I could probably heal my cat with it. You can heal other players with it, which would be kind of cool. You could be like the party healer. Oh, there's a Rathalos. You could be like a party healer and like shoot recovery ammo at your allies, but I don't usually use it. It's kind of a waste of a slot to me. So, let's see if I can just mortar this Rathalos. Yeah. Kaboom. Oh, never mind. And so what else do we have? Wyvern ammo. I really doubt I'm going to be able to Wyvern ammo the Rathalos. Let's see what it is. No, I'm probably just going to like get killed here. Wyvern ammo I'll show in a second if I can get a good shot on something. I think they're going to fight. Maybe they're going to fight and I can just run in and do it. No, he's kind of leaving. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, do a Wyvern ammo and do it behind the Rathalos though. So Wyvern ammo is very powerful, like an explosion. Like, look at that, like 230 some odd damage all total, but some of that hit the Aptonoth, so probably like 100 of that hit the little herbivore that died. And we're just stunning everything like crazy today. Oh no wait, the Rathalos is stunned from the flash pod, from the flashbang. So that's Wyvern ammo. Does a lot of damage. Definitely a high payoff when you're safe and the monster's knocked down like that. Oh, Rathalos is in the vine trap. Slicing ammo is fun. Like, it's useful. In previous games it was like the only way to cut off a monster tail with a gun without having a melee weapon blade. So like slice... Okay, I don't know why that flew off in a random direction. So slicing ammo, it does what it sounds like. It does slicing damage, and you can use it to break monster parts, use it to cut tails. but it will take a lot of ammo.